From Royal Bay Secondary, School District 62 in Colwood, you are tuned in and ready for go. On this episode, Navy history at CFB Esquimalt. And is Dan Khan sleep talking or talking sleep? Daphne Good brings us the first part in a video series of her recent trek through Nepal and a brand new island adventure with Lisa Pismeni. So without further ado, we are bringing you back to high school today on Go, and we're at Royal Bay. It's a brand new high school in the West Shore, and it's Principal Wendy Bidal.
Thank you.
When did you guys open the doors for the students?
Well, we opened September, beginning of September, for all of our 850 students.
Now, the students from other schools came here too. Explain the transition, because I think Belmont was involved as well.
That's right. We had about 1,400 students at Belmont Secondary School. So what happened was the ministry had given us money to build 2 new secondary schools. Because all the students were at Belmont, we had to divide the kids into 2 different schools. We looked at the catchment areas, where they live, what middle schools they had gone to, and divided them as such.
Faculty, how many staff members?
We have about 40 staff members and about, 40 teaching staff and about 20 educational assistants. So about 60 to 70 staff members at the school.
What are some of the highlights of the school? It looks very modern.
It definitely is. The architects, HCMA, I worked with both the architects very closely. They were amazing to work with over the last 2 years I've worked with them. They had some really good ideas of what they want to put into this school. We have a 350-seat theater, which you'll be looking at soon, which is amazing. We have a basketball court on the roof that the kids have yet to see, because we've just had some deficiencies that have to be cleaned up. But once they see that, I'm sure we'll have kids up there all the time. We have wood shops in the back. We have a dance studio, 3 gyms.
Have you danced in there yet?
No. It's a very nice studio. We have a dance academy at this school, so we have quite a few students involved in that. We also have the artificial turf behind me over here for the soccer academy. Next year we'll have a lacrosse academy also, and a full-size track with the rubberized track around the outside.
Now, it's sort of in the middle of like a vast urban landscape that's yet to be built. What's on the cards for the rest of this area?
Well, there's about 700 houses coming up here. As you can see, the first ones are right where my office looks out onto the ocean, so I can say goodbye to my view for now, unless I want to move to the 3rd floor. So there'll be about 700 houses. I think the district is looking at putting another elementary school in this area, but there's going to be lots of houses, lots of kids.
Your background, where did you come from? What other school?
Well, I was at Millstream Elementary as the principal there. Moved over, got hired for this position, and then moved to Belmont and worked with the principal at Belmont on both of our brand new schools. All the areas of the school is completely wheelchair accessible.
And is it a green building?
It is. It's actually the architects and the district have worked towards LEED's Gold, and which is what we're looking at. So just waiting for the paperwork to go through.
Well, we're going to check out more from Royal Bay Secondary soon on the show, but first let's give you a little bit of a history lesson. Our very own Tyler Hooper headed to the Esquimalt Naval and Military Museum.